Brain fog is like having a cloudy or fuzzy feeling in your head. It makes it hard to think clearly, to remember things, or focus on certain things. So today's question is from Akil, and it says, I have all the resources that I need in various areas of my life, but there's always some brain fog, always something happening. You know how life randomly throws stuff at you? For me, it's my current relationship. Many things are becoming anchor points, which will be solved with time, but they don't let me move forward. How do I get past this? How do I make use of them in the right way, while having something at the edge of my brain that is constantly nagging? How do I bring order to the chaos that is happening? So let's discuss the brain fog that you're feeling first. The three biggest causes of brain fog, according to research, include 1, stress and anxiety. So stress hormones like cortisol have been shown to actually reduce mental clarity. Other psychological reasons could be decision overload, PTSD, perfectionism, grief or loss. The second one is sleep deprivation. So your brain needs sleep. It's essential to get sleep in order to recharge. So if you're not getting that, that can lead to brain fog. And 3 is if you're not eating well enough, like a nutritious diet. So there's nutrients like B12, iron, omega-3 fatty acids that all have been linked to brain fog. So you need to have this balanced, nutritious diet or take supplements in order to eliminate this brain fog. To get out of brain fog, try these things. 1, you need to get adequate sleep. 2, you need to drink plenty of water throughout the day, so don't let yourself get dehydrated. 3, eat a diet that is nutritious and includes the nutrients I've mentioned earlier. And 4, exercise. So exercise increases blood flow to the brain, improves mood and cognitive function. Some other things that are really important for you to do is to try to reduce stress as much as possible throughout the day. So you can do things like practice mindfulness, deep breathing, relaxation techniques, progressive muscle relaxation, and just try to kind of like be present in this moment, here and now. Kind of like look around you and say, I'm safe, I can relax, there's nothing truly that puts me in danger, because that can be the sensation sometimes, like, oh, I have all these things to do, or there's all this stress and you feel like your life is in danger. And actually you can take a step back and think, okay, what's the worst thing that can happen if I don't get this done now? Is it truly that urgent? We can sometimes have that sense of urgency even when things aren't actually urgent. It's just a feeling, and it's important to remove it and decrease it. Also, taking breaks throughout the day and prioritizing tasks. So breaking tasks into more manageable, smaller steps, and then prioritize what is actually urgent. So I invite you to do to-do lists. So write down everything you want to do in a day, because that also kind of gives you more clarity. So if let's say you say there's always something nagging you, or there's always something on your mind, write it down. Writing it down really makes you kind of release all of that pressure when you put it down on paper, because you see, okay, these are the things that I need to do. And what is the first thing I need to do? What is most urgent and important thing? And kind of like prioritize them. Now, you've also mentioned mental chaos and confusion, and brain fog is usually associated with that. So a strategy for you is, first of all, identify the source. What is nagging you? Write it down on paper. Again, I love journaling because it really helps make all this chaos in your head way more clear and structured, because things can feel really intense and important, or dangerous in your head, but once you put them down on paper, you're like, okay, this thought actually doesn't make any sense. Why I'm stressed about it, for instance. Or I have the Cognitive Distortions ebook that I've put up on my Patreon account, and there I talk about cognitive distortions that we make. So we have the tendency to, for instance, catastrophize. or overgeneralize and think, oh my God, this is the worst thing that can happen, or this is super, super dangerous for me, puts me in danger, when actually it's not like that. It's just an older feeling and some old thinking patterns that protected us back in the day, but they don't work anymore. So putting it down on paper, creating kind of like a plan and a strategy for the things that are nagging you, breaking them down into smaller, more manageable steps, seeing what is actually important, what is actually real, challenging your own thoughts helps tremendously. I hope this video was useful, and let me know if you have any other questions down in the comments. Also, if you want to ask me any questions and want to get video personalized responses from me, you can become a member of my Patreon account. Right now I have a promotion of only $5 to become a member, so don't miss out on this opportunity, and I'd love to have you as a member of our community.